The first one is something that I've heard said for a long time, and I totally endorse it as being the first thing that everybody should think about is do not drive with your eyes in the rear vision mirror. In simple words, you will always find more digital assets coming into your ecosphere that you need to manage on a day-to-day basis. And there's going to be more coming in today than there was yesterday or last week. And in many cases, what an organization has to manage over the next year, and this is sometimes a tipping reason why they got the dam, is because they saw that escalation in the number of digital assets coming into the team to manage, is going to outmatch how many digital assets they've got in their archive. So the point is, you've got to focus on the future. You've got to say, okay, how am I going to manage the new content coming into our system first? You've got to do that. So, one, you can manage the new content coming in, because if you don't manage the new content coming in, you just drown in the new content trying to do other things, right? So you got to swim, right? So you got to get on top of the new content coming in. Now then, the other point, which is really important, and this is something that I think a lot of people miss, right? They get really focused on the historic content and they spend a lot of time focusing on bringing the historic content in, and then they realize it's all wrong. This is because how you might have managed, or let's put it in a very practical way, what your requirements were to distribute content last year are probably going to be very different from what it is this year or next year. If you concentrate on the new content coming in, your processes will be in alignment with your current business requirements and hopefully also with your future business requirements. So you put into place processes that are robust enough to take you through the next couple of years. After you have those processes in place and you understand how you're going to manage future content, you can then start looking at historic content and working out how to put it into those processes, because it's no use putting content into your system with the expectation that it's going to be accessed like it was a year ago, because a year ago's past, right? You've got to drive with your eyes looking straight out of the windscreen, not on the rear vision mirror. That's my little gem of what should you do to start off. And typically that means don't worry about the archive, the backlog.